Good evening, everybody. It's Tuesday night, 8 p.m., and welcome to the Overland Show. I'm kidding. I say that to aggravate Michael because he's not here helping me anymore, so just teasing. But anyway, welcome to the Overland Radio Show. Michael, we still miss you, but I do have Ashley now, and she honestly looks better than you do. I'm sorry, dude. She's not as funny as you are, but she's better looking than you are. So anyway, so welcome to the show. Thanks for joining us tonight. We have a special guest. Not only is he our longest running sponsor, but he's over the years just become kind of a one of those guys that you like to call your friend. And so we have Chad with Overland Addict. We're gonna talk about some of the things he's got going. We're going to talk about his wife, and he put together this amazing holiday gift catalog that's just, it's really cool. So we're going to put that on the screen. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the Polar Bear Campouts and all kind of stuff. So we appreciate you joining us. And as always, I like to start off saying thank you to our sponsors. Obviously, Chad, Overland Addict, we appreciate you. Midland, USA, and Rugged Bound, we appreciate all of y'all and everything that you do. So let me bring on Ashley real quick, and then we'll have Chad here just a minute.
You know, I'm going to have to take control over this where you can't bash me first thing on every show. What is this?
It wasn't a bashing. I just said, hey, I said you look better than Michael does.
Well, I'll take that one as a compliment. But, now I'm not as funny as Mike. I think I can hold my own. So
I think you can, too. I'm just teasing. And if anybody has seen the videos that are on Jeff's page.
Don't. Stop.
For those of you that don't know.
Lee, I need the show to end right now. I need you taken off the screen.
Listen, I'm not going to indulge too much, but I'm just going to say this.
Stop.
Ashley has apparently had a prior life to this life.
So full of shit.
I really am. I'm just making this up, but it was just so funny because they had a party and they had a good time, and somebody videoed some stuff that was funny, and of course Lee just took it and ran with it. Obviously,
you took it to a whole nother level.
I did, and I want to apologize and say I'm sorry, but it's just not in me.
I know you're not sorry, but I can at least say I've never been accused of what you've implied before.
I know it was all in good fun. It looked like y'all had a great time. So
we did.
That's kind of what it's about when you get a bunch of people together, is just have a really good time. So
yes.
What's new in your world?
Nothing. Gavin turned 15 last weekend. So we've got, kid getting ready to start driving. I'm scared. So we got to start working on this Tacoma.
Oh man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You got bigger issues.
I know. I feel like I need to armor the whole thing just so that he's safe. And like maybe everybody else is maybe a little bit more protected from him on the road. So.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Our buddy Chad just jumped in. Chad Clifton.
What's going on, Chad?
We have to make sure that we
differentiate.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because I still maintain that I need to have a shirt made that says everybody needs a Chad.
Mm-hmm.
And Chad Clifton, I'm sorry it wasn't directed at you. It's more at Chad from Overland Addict. But I still think we just need a shirt that said hashtag everybody needs a Chad. So
I agree. Everyone does need a Chad. So
yeah. And we have several actually.
We do.
We're way ahead of the game. Anyway, so any other exciting news for you or?
Nope. I've got, I have to say kudos to Amelia for her gymnastics this past weekend. I'm very proud of her.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. She got a first and second ribbons. And so you have birthdays and I had tumbling event. I think I'd have rather been at the birthdays.
Well, the party this past weekend wasn't. So Gavin's birthday was on the 2nd. This party at the last weekend wasn't for anyone's birthday. It was So the Tulsa Rigs and Coffee groups decided that once a month we're going to get together. And last month we scared a poor waitress from coming back to our table at all at Olive Garden.
Oh my gosh.
Because we were too loud and too many shenanigans happening. Shocker, the shenanigans are involved.
Oh,
So the group grew. So instead of scaring more servers at restaurants, we decided to host it here so everybody could actually talk and hear each other.
well, you know what? It was probably all in good fun, and there's nothing, ill will meant towards it. She just
No.
may have taken it the wrong way. So, Lucas says that he needs a Chad, that he doesn't have one. So, here's the deal, Lucas. Contact my buddy Chad at Overland Addict. Make a purchase of $250 or more, and he will become your Chad. This is how this works.
This is very true, but Lucas, you do have a Jeff in the meantime, because there are a lot of Jeffs in the Overlanding community.
There you go. Yeah.
So
and Mason jumped in and says, "Love and miss you guys." So hey, Mason, man, we love and miss you too. I wish there was a way that we saw or at least heard more from you.
He's going to be at the Polar Bear Campout.
That's excellent. I think that's a fantastic thing. So
I'm so excited. I saw he posted, and I was messaging him privately saying I cannot wait because I have not seen him since not this past Big Iron, but the one before.
Oh wow. Yeah.
So it's been a year and a half.
I haven't seen him since. Well, it's been a little over a year because I saw him. We had an Airbnb down in Ozark, not this year for Expo East, but last year. My buddy Adam from Step 22 Gear stopped in and got an Airbnb. I went down and crashed with him and his crew, and Mason came out, and I introduced him to those guys. So it's been a long time since I've seen him too. So anyway, so what do you say we bring the man of the hour?
Yay! Can't wait.
The everybody needs Chad, right?
Yes.
All right, here we go.
Lee's trying to pimp me out for $250 on my website.
Hey.
I figured,
Hey, you know what? It's better than what he's calling me, so own it.
This might be true. This could be true. What's up, guys?
How you doing, buddy?
Doing well, man. Been busy. This time of year is always busy.
Catch everybody up. Catch us up. What's been going on in Chad's world at Overland Addict there in Nixa?
A lot of stuff going on, man. We just came off of our big Black Friday / Cyber Monday / whatever you want to call it, holiday sales, I guess. Nobody does the traditional Black Friday anymore, just the weekend. So sales pretty much the whole month, and also going into December. So yeah, we're still running some sales, but just playing catch up from all that Black Friday madness. And we've been really busy in the shop doing builds. We've done some really cool builds lately. JLU. We put a Rhino Rack recon bar system on the JLU with the Kabari light on top of the rooftop tent. We're a new 23-0 dealer. So put that on that Jeep. We did a really, really cool 2024 Gladiator that had an AEV 370 package on it. It had 64 miles on it, I think, when the guy brought it to us. It's just an awesome killer Gladiator. And we put an RSI smart cap on that. We just did an Alucab contour canopy on another Gladiator. So shop's been buzzing, man. Been busy.
That's awesome. So what's this new mic thing? I've never seen this before. It's something fancy, man.
This is my alien mothership. Look at this thing.
Jeez.
I'm trying to be professional like you guys, podcasters.
I don't know. Professional is probably a very loose term, but we just try to have fun and make it through the hour without overly offending anybody.
Sometimes it happens.
It does. So what's this little thing you got behind them? Tell everybody what that is. You got sitting there, that white critter with the KC lights on it.
Which way am I pointing? This way.
Yeah.
Yeah, over here. Yeah, that's a Scout, an International Scout 2 that one of our customers brought us. We're also working on that. We've been kind of fitting him in between our scheduled builds that we've been working on, but he's having us do some 12-volt work on it. He's got some custom leather seats in it that he's got seat heaters in that he wants wired up so he can heat his bum in the wintertime. And he's got a custom center console that's got a bunch of switches he wants wired up to the seat heaters and some lights. And and we're putting a Midland radio in it. So doing some things like that on it. That thing is super cool too. I wish I could fire it up for you guys right now. It's LS swap. It's got an LS Corvette motor in it. It sounds amazing.
Wow.
Sounds really
That's pretty cool.
Yep.
So what other kind of exciting news do you have that from your end of the world?
Let me see. I made some notes. What else do I got here? One thing I haven't even really pushed out to our social media or anything is that we are now an OEV install and service center. So Overland Explorer vehicles up in Canada. They reached out to us to see if we wanted to work together with them to not be a dealer. We're not quite ready to be a dealer yet, and they don't really know if they're ready to have dealers yet, but they wanted to expand their footprint to other places in the U.S. So they wanted to see if we want to be a service center. So somebody can order an Overland Explorer vehicles camper from them. They can't order it through us, but if they order it through them and they're in our area, they can have it delivered to our shop and we can install it for them. And we can also do like any warranty work on it and things like that. So that's pretty cool. We're excited about that partnership.
Wow. What kind of camper? I don't know that I'm familiar with them. Ashley, are you familiar with them?
I'm not, no, but it sounds exciting. I want to see more of them.
They have all different kinds of campers. The ones that sit in the bed, kind of like four-wheel campers. And then they've got some really big units that sit on a flatbed tray that are massive. They're really, really cool. So yeah, they've got several different models. They're really, really, really well built, high-end campers.
Oh, hey! Well, congratulations. That's excellent news. Holy man,
that's cool.
That's fantastic.
Gonna have to check them out next time we're ever in your area.
Well, just look him up. He's not gonna have.
We won't have any in the shop. Yeah, we're not an actual dealer. We're just a service center. But just go to what is it? Overland. I got it pulled up here as I talk about it. Overlandex.com. So that's their website. You can check out all the different campers that they have. They're pretty cool. Very nice.
Ashley's everything.
And they're friendly. They're Canadians.
Yes, it is my dog readjusting himself in his crate.
Don't you know? No, wait, that's the wrong way. How do they? I screwed it up. Never mind.
You did. I don't even know what you were trying to say there.
Up there, they go, don't you know, or something like that, or
in Canada. Yeah. They got all kinds of little sayings I like. Hey.
Yeah. Hey, that's the other one. Yeah, there you go. That's pretty cool.
Love it. What else did we talk about? The Christmas catalog. So we just released our Christmas catalog. My wife, Leanne, is the one that worked really, really hard on that. I don't really like doing that kind of stuff, and she loves it. So she created our Christmas catalog for us, which turned out really, really nice. And we released that on our social media not too long ago. There you go. Lee's pulling it up, I think. But yeah, that's got a lot of nice gift ideas for you guys and gals that maybe need a little help finding a gift for somebody, or maybe for yourself. Maybe you want to treat yourself.
It's got, there, you start at like $6.99 and then you just kind of work up and there's a variety of, well, there's something for $3.95, but you know what I mean? There's just so many different items. You got the element extinguishers, the Claymore lights, which I don't know if anybody, if you don't have a Claymore light, you're missing out. Honestly.
I need the little fire extinguishers.
Did you know? Awesome. Did you know that those are outlawed in California?
Are they really?
The fire extinguishers?
That particular one is, because they do not have some certification to it. Although they say, and even in California, they admit that it works and it does what it's supposed to do. But just because they don't carry some little documentation, California won't let it. But that's California for you.
That I did not know.
230 lights. I have one of these solar tent lights, and they're pretty neat. That collapses down. Yeah, so Chad's got all kind of stuff on here. Gifts under $75. The wool blankets are just
love those.
Those things are amazing.
Those things are such a good buy too. I don't know if people really realize that. They're huge. They're like 6 foot by 8 foot. The footprint, they're really big, and for $50, man, and wool blankets, they're really nice. And you can wash them in the washing machine. Some people think you can't wash wool in the washing machine. Some of it maybe you can't, but these, it's a wool blend, and you can definitely wash them in the washing machine, and they get softer after you wash them.
Oh,
okay,
nice.
See, I bought 4 of those from you back at Rendezvous, not this past one, but before, because it was so cold, and I bought one for the kids because of their cots, and then Jeff and I didn't realize that you could throw them in the washing machine.
You can. Yeah, it doesn't really say that on the tag, but we've totally done it. Some of my
Okay.
customers have done it, and they actually get really soft after you do that.
I would
Good to
assume you'd
know.
probably air dry it, not or low heat if you're drying it, but just air dry would be best, or what?
Yeah, you want to. Yeah, you don't want to go too
Yeah.
crazy with the heat. End up with a 1 foot by 2 foot blanket.
Chad's also got the Dunny Buddy, the toilet paper protector, and
What is
yeah.
that?
Yeah, that's a newer item that we're carrying now. It's a little toilet paper roll protector. So then you can't drop your toilet paper at camp and get it all wet and nasty. So it's a little canister it fits inside. You can hang it from things. It's pretty neat.
Jeff's going to buy one. Jeff, if you're listening,
Don't
Jeff
help
wants one
him.
now.
remember what I told you last week or last time, Jeff?
Don't help him. The problem is I was looking at that just thinking we probably need it because the shower tent or the little bathroom tent, privacy tent, whatever you want to call it. Last time we folded it up with the toilet paper still inside. So the next time we open it, we're like, oh, that toilet paper roll got smashed.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, you're not the only one. I think I've
Not
done
good.
that twice now. Yeah. So Jeff, just remember, it's easier to ask for forgiveness and permission.
Stop helping him.
Always.
So yeah, I mean, it just keeps going. You got cook partner stoves, the safe jack, bottle jack. I really like this. This has got on my list at some point because I don't have something like that. The Deemer boxes. These things are so underrated. I think they're amazing.
They are. They're really cool. They sound really good, especially the 2-speaker versions. And one really cool thing about them that I don't think a lot of people know about is you can link them together. So you can wirelessly connect multiple boxes and kind of broadcast the same music or whatever you're listening to.
Yeah.
So it's kind of cool.
Maybe I spent too much time with my son, but all I could picture were little robot faces by looking at that.
Oh, the boxes?
Yes.
That's
all I could see were like little robot faces.
Actually, now that you've said that, Ashley, I see that.
Like you can't unsee it once you see it, but I just see these little robot faces. So I'm sorry.
Plenty of Timbo Tusk stuff on here. The EcoFlow. So Chad's an EcoFlow dealer, and he's got pretty much all the EcoFlow stuff, including their air conditioner, right?
The Wave 2 air conditioner. Yeah, they've got the Glacier fridge. A lot of people don't know that EcoFlow makes a fridge, 12-volt fridge. It's pretty nice too. It's got some pretty cool features in it. It makes ice. It's got a real ice maker in it. Nothing against the Dometic CFX one that makes ice, but the Dometic one makes ice. It just freezes an ice tray. But this one actually makes ice. You put water in, and it freezes and makes ice on these little things. I don't know what you call them. These little bars that stick up, and you break the ice off, and you fill it again. It makes more ice. It's pretty cool, and it'll make ice cubes in I think it's 18 minutes, something like that. Pretty quick.
Gosh. So, and you're also now a 23-0 dealer, and you have a special. It's 15% off, I believe. If you're not on Chad's mailing list, I would encourage you to sign up for his mailing list because he's been sending out some heck of a lot of deals. So you've had this one. I think you had one for was it Guzzle?
Yeah, we had a Guzzle deal. We had a lot of sales lately.
Yeah.
It's the sales season. So yeah, we had Guzzles on sale. 23-0 also had another sale over Black Friday that we participated in. It's a really good sale, actually. If you missed that one, you kind of missed out. But this one's pretty good too.
And here personally is my favorite. This is probably my favorite.
I'm a big Alley Cab fan. Me too.
I am too. I was my faith in them was starting to slip, but it's been redeemed.
They got it redeemed. We got you covered now.
Yep.
It's sitting over there in the corner. It's waiting for you.
I know. I'm trying to work out when to come up, but Red Arc. So Red Arc's even got the new battery monitor. Have you seen that? Do you have one yet, Chad?
I don't have one yet. Nope. But I do. I have seen them, and they're really cool. They're supposed to be one of the most accurate in the industry.
Really?
So
okay.
It's really cool. Yep. I like those. I've even got my Red Arc koozie right here. I'm getting ready to put my beer in it.
There you go, man. Oh, and the off tracks. So yeah, you got to have that.
Yeah. And we're getting ready to run a sale on those. I haven't announced that yet, but end of year, it's kind of getting late in the year, but end of year sale on the off tracks. So sign up for our mailing list to get that, our email list, and watch our social media because I'm going to be announcing that really, really soon. Save you some good money on a trailer if you've been thinking about it. And they do financing too. So
Chad,
if you don't,
Stop.
plop all the cash down at once. You can finance it and get you a good deal, Ashley.
No, stop it. We need to talk about what the conversations are going to be before we go on air. So, or make sure Jeff's not listening.
That's all the fun. You can't know what we're going to talk about before.
So if you're listening or watching, or well, if you're listening, you can't obviously, but if you're watching, you get into the chat because the chat's getting is pretty busy. Got a lot of folks in there.
There's shenanigans happening in there.
Yeah, there is some things that are happening in there. The Planar diesel heaters. Chad ran a deal on these, and the response was nothing shy of epic. So
epic, yeah. It usually is for Black Friday, and it was no different this year. Probably bigger this year, actually.
Wow.
And it was a damn good deal. It was $150 off the 2 kilowatt, and $175 off the 4 kilowatt. So it saved you quite a bit of money.
Man. Well, anyway, if you haven't, you got to get on his mailing list, and that way you can. Jeff left a comment. Look at this. I got a pen and paper. Keep going.
He's taking notes.
Adam.
We'll get you hooked up, Jeff.
That's my Jeff.
Don't worry about Ashley. We'll take care of her.
That's right. We're not worried about her. Strength.
Chad, I will take you.
Us guys got to stick together.
No.
Right,
no. We do not need a diesel heater again, Jeffrey.
That's what he's saying.
Yes, because you want to know why? Over the weekend, he bought a Gazelle T8 tent. Mm-hmm. So now we've gone full circle. We went from a ground tent to a rooftop tent to a trailer with the tent to the Cricket, and now we've got a ground tent again.
You know why?
And he needs a diesel heater to heat that big space now, doesn't he?
Yes.
Well, here's the thing. This is why he did it. He and I had this conversation, Ashley. He bought that tent because once he finishes the Cricket, and
that's where he's going to be sleeping?
And no, you're going to be in the tent, and he's going to be in the Cricket.
No. That's where his ass will sleep.
No.
With the kids.
The deal
You're
is.
gonna get Jeff in trouble.
No, right. Ashley sleeps in the tent. Jeff takes the bed in the Cricket.
Nope.
He's got a bad leg.
His leg is fine. Okay, and you can give him a gummy again, and he won't feel it, and he'll be good.
Oh,
I have no idea what you're talking about, but whatever. Too funny. The gift thing, or the gift catalog, you got to get on Chad's newsletter email list so that you can get these things, because he's very consistent with it. And quite frankly, Leanne knocked this one out of the park, dude.
She did, man. Kudos to her. I can't take any credit.
I'm telling you,
she did it all.
She knocked it out.
It looks great.
Yeah, as soon as I got the email and opened it up, I was like, dang, this thing is nice.
And if you're not on the email list and you missed out on that email to get the catalog, I think I'm pretty sure it's in our Instagram bio. Just go to our Instagram and click the bio, and I think the link's in there.
Sweet. Speaking of Instagram, I think Jeff can tell me. Jeff, are we on Instagram right now? Because we're supposed to be broadcasting to Instagram.
He'll let you know here in a minute.
Anybody want to tell me? Anyhow, what else you got? Tell me more.
Chad's got the hammock in the background that I'm just.
The hammock.
Ashley's got one of those now.
I know, but you keep telling Jeff, keeps trying to sell the stuff to Jeff. He hasn't even installed it yet.
Oh, Jeff, get on that, man. Come on. It's not that hard.
Hey, because once he does, I'll be out there in it all the time. And
even in the winter when it's cold?
Yeah, I don't care.
Okay.
It's a chance to get away from my children for like 5 minutes. Yes. They're driving me crazy.
This is a good point.
See?
All right. You want me to keep going down the list, Lee?
Yeah, keep going, man. I'm looking. You guys keep going. I'm going to look and see. I don't think we're supposed to be live on. Yeah.
Jeff said he couldn't find it.
Well, I can't either, but that's just the name of the game, right?
Chad, you need to tell everybody about this hammock stand. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that thing is really
talk
cool.
about the hammock stand real quick. Okay, since we're on the subject, that right there is it's kind of hard to see, but it's a bar that goes across here, and it comes down to the legs, and the hammock hangs on it, right? So that's a product from a company called Hammock. Hammock and Hammock, get it? But yeah, so that's a product from Kamiq, and it's made to really attach to a roof rack. So I think they originally designed it to mount to like the side profile of a roof rack, and it does that very well. But it's pretty versatile. It's got a mount that's pretty universal that you can mount almost anywhere. So I've got mine mounted on the side mount of my Audi cab Gen 3R rooftop tent. So it just kind of connects over the trailer, and it's got like a quick release. So when you don't want to connect it to something, you just pull the pin on it, and the stand comes off, and it folds up into a small little bag. Can you see that? It's not in the shot. There's a bag right over here, but it's a bag that's about 4 feet long, something like that. So it folds up pretty compact. Really cool for the person that loves to lay in a hammock at camp, but maybe you're not always around trees.
It seems like anymore, anytime we camp, we're never around any trees close enough to hang the hammocks. So my problem is the kids now think that they each need one of these too, so that they can lay in their own hammocks and not constantly steal mine. I'm not having 3 of those hanging off the Forerunner though. So
they got to save a lot of allowance money for theirs.
Right. Good luck with that one.
Let's see here. I will talk about what's next. Let's talk about the Polar Bear Camping Club, because I'm pretty excited about that. I think you guys are too, right?
We are. Jeff and Mason apparently are threatening something about matching tattoos for this event, and Jeff asked earlier about.
I wouldn't put it past Mason.
Apparently not past Jeff either. They're going to show up with some more Polar Bear camping matching tattoos. Jeff asked earlier if there was something about Speedos, if Speedos were going to be needed.
Wow, he's taking it to a new level.
Yeah,
Speedos in the winter.
Well, because it's Polar Bear, you got to swim.
That's true. I guess I understand it now. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true. But yeah, that's gonna be fun, man. So for those of you who don't know about this, I again cannot take credit for this one. My buddy Rhino, who, if you guys go to More Expo, you've probably seen Rhino running around. He does security and lots of things for Chris Holloway, the organizer of More Expo.
Mm-hmm.
Rhino's an amazing dude. But he called me and a couple other people and was like, hey, I had this idea. I was driving back from SEMA and had some windshield time and thought it would be cool to come up with a camp out that we do in the wintertime. And the whole point is kind of to get out in the winter, test your winter gear, use your winter gear, because in his opinion, and I happen to kind of agree with him, the wintertime is one of the best times to camp, if maybe not the best time, because less people, less bugs, less critters, all that good stuff. All the good campsites are available. So that was kind of the idea, and it's really cool. So it's we're going to do it in 4 states. So Kansas, Missouri, Arkansas, Oklahoma, and there's going to be a camp out in each state, and there's going to be a host for each camp out. So if you go to one of these campouts, the Polar Bear Camping Club campouts in that state, you get a commemorative patch. You know how us Overlanders love patches, so you'll get a patch, and it'll be the shape of the state that the campout was in, and it'll have the host that hosted the campout. It'll have their logo on the patch.
Awesome.
So you go to the campout, you get the patch, and you get to have an awesome time with a bunch of cool people, and have some fun winter camping. Use your winter gear and all that. And if you attend all 4 of these campouts in each state, you get to camp at a special designated spot at More Expo in April. They're going to rope off somehow designate an area that's special just for everybody that did all 4, and you get a wooden plaque with the More logo on it, the Polar Bear Camping logo, and then there's Velcro on it where all 4 patches stick to, and all the 4 patches interlock like a map, because they're the shape of the state. So it's going to be super cool, man.
That's awesome.
We're all excited about it. The spots are filling up already. We released the events, all of them with the exception of the Kansas one. We're a little bit behind on that one, but they're all taken off. They maxed out the registration already. We're having to raise the cap on the amount of people. Our friends over at Okie Overland are killing it. I think they're at, last time I checked, at 41 registrants.
Wow.
So yeah, it's really cool, man. We've got a lot in Missouri, and I'm hosting the Missouri and the Arkansas both. Missouri because our shop's in Missouri, and Arkansas because we have a lot of Arkansas customers, and the host for Arkansas kind of fell through, and we were just like, you know what, we all know enough about it. Let's just have one of you guys host it. So I agreed to host that one. So really cool. I'll talk about where they're all at. So the Missouri. So real quick before I do that, go to Facebook, and just search for Polar Bear Camping Club. There's a whole Facebook group already created with all the events there, and there will be links there will be events in the Facebook group for each camp out, and the events link to a page where you can register. It's all free. We're not charging for this. You don't have to buy the patches. It's just we're all hosting it, and we're just going to have a good time. What was I getting ready to say? Oh yeah, where they're at. So the Missouri one is going to be at Glade Top Trail somewhere. I've got a spot in mind, but I haven't totally decided on it, so I haven't really released the location yet. Arkansas is going to be at this place called the Gypsy Camp and Canoe. It's a spot that Rhino, one of his friends, owns.
Cool.
And so it's kind of like a outfitter / campground thing, but I looked at some pictures online. It looks really nice. I think the camp spot's going to be right by the water. So that's where that one's going to be. It's in Siloam Springs, I think is what it's called. Siloam Springs, Arkansas. Then the Oklahoma one is going to be somewhere. You'll have to ask the Okie guys. I don't know exactly. It's at a campground, but they're all meeting up at Okie Overland and then heading down there as a group if you want to do that with them. And then what's left? Kansas. The Kansas one's going to be at Big Brutus. So just like the Big Iron Overland Rally, it's going to be there. And Rhino has put together this poker run. For those of you that want to do a poker run, we're going to meet up at like a cafe for breakfast in the morning, do the poker run, end up at Big Brutus, and camp underneath that huge shovel. So that one's going to be super cool too. For the Missouri one at least, we're also going to meet up at our shop, Overland Addict, and then head to Glade Top together as a group if you guys want to do that. So yeah, it's going to be awesome. I'm really excited about it. The buzz is getting big about it. Seems like everybody that knows about it is getting excited. So really cool. It's kind of blown us away. Let me talk about dates real quick. Let me find those. Got it pulled up somewhere. Where am I at? Here we go, right here. Okay. The first one is January 20th. That's the Oklahoma one. February 10th. That's the Missouri one. February 24th. That is the Arkansas one. And March 9th is the Kansas one. And then, like I said, if you go to all four, the fifth one with the designated camp out at More Expo in April at the Expo.
That's awesome. I'm excited. I can't wait. Now yours in February is actually 3 days after my 40th birthday.
That's what I saw. I think your hubby posted we should do like a birthday celebration with that.
I think so. I was like, my plan was to try and go camping for that weekend, get a group together and go. So I think it's great.
Maybe there'll be birthday shenanigans. You never know. You'll have to come to the camp out and find out.
Oh, we'll be there. We've already registered for all four of them. So yes, we'll be there.
Ashley proved this last weekend that she's good with shenanigans. Yes.
I am good with shenanigans. Yes.
Chad Clifton is asking, where do you sign up? So Chad, just search Facebook for Polar Bear Camping Club, find the group, go to the events tab, and it'll have each event there. Click it. It'll have a link to go register. It's on Eventbrite. That's where we're hosting the registration. So if you just want to go to eventbrite.com and search for Polar Bear, you can do that too. But you can do it through the Facebook group. Hey, I got to grab my cable. My laptop's getting ready to die. I'll be right back.
Not a problem. Yeah, that's pretty cool. If you don't know Rhino, he's a super fantastic guy. He's like I like to think of him as like a gentle giant. You know what I mean?
He likes to give me a hard time though.
Everybody likes to give you a hard time because you're an easy target, but Rhino
Thanks, honey. Love you too.
Yeah, Rhino's he's just a really neat guy, and I think this is a fantastic idea that he's come up with, and I think it'll be a really, really fun time, and what's really cool is just the sheer volume of people.
Yes,
I think that are that are planning to be there.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll be nice to see. All the locations are like I've never been to. The only one that I think that I've actually been to is the Big Brutus. The rest of them, I've not even been up on Glade Top with Chad yet.
What? You haven't?
No. I haven't either, and I hear Glade Top is absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah,
it's cool. Yeah, for Missouri, I mean, it is very, very nice. I mean, for me, man, it's hard to beat Arkansas, but it's pretty. Glade Top is a pretty place. It's got some really, really epic views. some huge valleys that you can see forever in. So yeah, there's some spots that are really pretty, and there's some somewhat technical stuff out there. So if you like to get into some technical stuff that's out there too. Jeff said something about saw maybe there's up to 100 rigs. Yes, on the Oklahoma one they raised the limit to 100, so maybe they'll have 100. That's a lot of rigs. They said they can hold it. So
Chad, right now he's making fun of you about plugging in your laptop.
Over the top plug-in. That was the closest outlet I could find. I'm nearest the extension cord that comes down from the ceiling.
The overhead extension cord. That's pretty awesome.
It's the closest one I could find.
Okay, so are you gonna pull the trailer with the Ram, or are you gonna bring the G?
I'm gonna try to take the G.
Nice.
For glade top, I could totally do that. For longer distance things, I usually don't take it pulling the trailer, so it can be a little much for the old girl.
How are you still liking those new racks that you got in from what's the guys there in Springfield on the
Kuat?
Kuat. How do you like that new rack?
I like it a lot. Yeah, I like it a lot. It's a really nice rack. We were one of the first shops to have the Ibex. It's called the Kuat Ibex. Sorry. So yeah, it's nice. It's really, everything Kuat makes is really nice. I don't know much about them because I'm not huge into mountain biking, that kind of thing. But in the mountain biking world, they're a really nice brand, and they make really, really nice. The fit and finish and just the end product is super nice. And it's no exception with these racks. The lines are really sleek on it. It's built really well. It's put together really well. It's just really, really nice product, and it's adjustable too, in a sense that you can have full height, or you can take the center section out and have a mid-height rack. So you don't have to buy two different racks. If you want to ever switch to a mid-height, you can just drop that middle piece out. So it's really cool, and they've got some neat accessories for it too. They've got a side mount for your mountain bike that would stand your mountain bike up when it's kind of upright on the side of the rack. They got molly panels, full molly panels, half molly panels, smaller molly panels. They've got grab handles. They've got a high lift jack mount, and they came out with something really cool. It's actually not out yet, but they put a teaser video out. It's going to come out next year, second quarter or something like that, they said. But it's a panel kit, so it fully encloses this thing like a canopy. It's really neat. Yeah,
that's awesome.
And it's got the doors will open up just like a regular, like an Alicad Contour canopy or something like that.
Jeff says he's gonna come get one for the Tacoma.
Come on, Jeff. We got him.
No, because see, the problem is Gavin's already he's mentioned bringing the truck out to Chad to see what Chad could do to it. I'm like, Chad could do whatever we want to it.
What's the harm in letting him do that? Sky's the limit.
I mean,
you work at a bank, for God's sake. There's money everywhere.
There you go.
Yeah, no, that's not how that works. But nice try.
Financing, Ashley.
No, Chad, no. Stop it.
You can't take it with you when you die.
No
I
kidding.
understand that, but I have to be able to pay for it in the meantime.
Stretch out that term, man.
There you go. Make it long. Just pay the interest on it.
No. Maybe when he gets a job, he can start paying for some of his own crap.
Yeah, those things really are nice. I was there the day that they brought those in to Chad and delivered them.
Oh yeah, you were here once. That's right.
And they had one on their truck, and I was like, man, the lines on this thing are just insane. And since then, I've actually seen a couple of videos and some things, and that's one of the biggest talking points is not just the fit and finish, but the lines of it, how it looks. It really, really does look nice. And I think it's a neat rack. And so if they're going to put panels on it, that's going to be really neat. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So Ashley, I say that you need to let Gavin drive his truck up to Chad and just let Chad have his way with the truck.
How about we get Gavin to drive faster than 10 miles an hour first?
Oh no. Is he scared to get out of his own way?
Get into
it. So we've taken him around the parking lot of a local school, and I cannot tell you how excited I was when he hit 10 miles an hour, because it was the slowest turn around the parking lot I have ever experienced. I'm in the passenger seat going, step on it, step on it, step on it.
Listen, it's better than him driving.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's better than him driving like a raging maniac and then run over the curbs or bushes or people.
This is
But
true. I feel like that's going to be Emma, though.
Emma's probably going to do it and just go, what was that? And then keep going. Emma's going to be the hit and run. Here's a thought for Gavin. You guys take him out to Keystone Lake down below the dam.
Mm-hmm.
It is huge area of nothing but sand out there, and there's some trails and things like that, and it's just a good place. That's where I took Jamie when we bought his Jeep. He didn't know how to drive a manual, and so I took him out there, put his Jeep in 4-wheel high, and jumped out of the Jeep, and I said, this is what you need to do, and if you can learn to drive here in this sand, it's going to be easy when you get on the pavement. And so we spent a day out there, and he learned to drive that stick in the sand. It was fun out there too, because it's all sand. He could just run around. So
it's actually a pretty good place. I never thought about that. It's probably a pretty good place to teach somebody because you won't stall as easy, right? The wheels probably slip a little easier.
The wheels
and all that.
Yeah, and so Jamie learned in that thick sand, and it seemed to work really good for him. So take Gavin out there, and
I might have to try it. Right now, I've got to fix. Jeff was driving it, and we didn't realize that the fuel tank straps were rusted, and one of them broke. So we've got to order a replacement so we can fix that.
I just had a flashback in my mind of that. I don't know if you guys are Seinfeld fanatics or anything, but the episode where Newman's going down in the postal truck, and there's all that flammable liquid on the highway, and he hits it with a sewing machine underneath his car, and it explodes or something. Do you remember that?
No.
You guys Seinfeld
I actually
fans?
do remember that. Yeah. Oh, that's funny.
It's one of the best episodes.
No, I think you need to take it up to Chad and let him get him a rack for it and a bed rack, and
that's a good
Chad could get you a really nice Alucab wedge tent for that. Some diode dynamic lighting for it.
We're talking about diode right now. We've got some extra rigid pods for now, so we're going to put those on there. But he wants to go CBI because that's what I have on the 4Runner.
Chad can hook him up with all the CBI stuff.
Yeah, he wants to go CBI since that's what I have on the 4Runner. So we'll see.
Have you gotten any CBI on the Mom Mobile?
No, I need to drive it out to Idaho because they told me if I drive it out there, they'll scan it.
Just get rid of it.
You gotta build that out. The Sequoias are cool.
See, Chad likes the Sequoia. He even thinks the color's awesome.
I like the new body style better than the body style that you have. Yours looks like somebody was inside it and farted with the doors and the windows up, and it kind of swelled a little bit.
What the fuck?
It does. When you look at it, it's kind of like, so.
What the hell?
I never thought about it that way, Lee.
No, I mean, I will say the second gen Sequoias, they're hard to modify because there's not a whole lot of options. But CBI said if I brought it out, they'll scan it to help me modify a Tundra bumper to fit. So we'll see.
Save yourself time and money. Just get rid of the one you have and get the new one. Right, Chad?
The new ones are really cool.
The new ones
a lot.
The new ones, I love the new ones. They're fantastic. And I really want one in the Solar Octane, that bright orange color. Mm-hmm. But come to find out, the back end of them are actually a little bit smaller than the second gens. Because
I don't know a lot about them, but I bet there's not a lot of aftermarket support for those new ones yet.
I know CBI. I know CBI was working with the Crofts and modified theirs out. So they do at least have a bumper and things like that for it, but not a whole lot of other companies are doing it yet.
Mm-hmm.
Chad's making the other Chad in Kansas at 620 Guns is making deals with Jeff already. So man, this is this is a great net.
Is anybody else in here? And guns.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Why is it everybody gangs up on me and supports him? Listen, I'm just gonna go get him and he can talk on the show. And wait a minute. Y'all can help him buy shit.
But we're trying to help you too.
How?
Give me a minute.
I supported you. We got you that hammock stand, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yes, which was hilarious because you got there just like, yeah, Chad's here and he's got it, and I was like, okay, go get it. I think we were the only ones that bought one that weekend.
That was
right. I don't think I did sell another one that weekend. Yeah.
Was that at Rendezvous?
Rendezvous. Yep.
Yeah. And I think it was just because it was so rainy and cold that nobody wanted to use them.
Yeah.
Yeah, it probably had a little bit to do with it. Sometimes that show, you don't really know what's going to sell. Sometimes things you don't think are going to sell will sell, and vice versa. It's kind of hard sometimes.
Yeah.
Right.
Who else? We got quite a few folks watching and listening, I know, but is anybody going to Overland of the America or Overland the America in Jay, Oklahoma next year?
We'll be there.
Chad, are you going to be there too?
I've been talking to them. Yeah, that's the plan is to check it out. So I don't have a lot of the info on it yet for being a vendor, but they said they're going to send me some stuff. Yeah, we're definitely going to take a look at it.
It looks like
sounds really cool.
Yeah, it looks like a pretty neat outdoor event. So I'll be there to check it out myself. I'm curious to see. I've never been there, and it's just up the road from me. And Ashley too. We're both just like, what are we, 45 minutes from there?
Well, I've been up to the salt flats and stuff like that up in that area. So
no,
I'm thinking Jet, not Jay. Never mind.
Yeah, you're thinking Jet.
I'm gonna get it.
It's okay.
Yeah, no, I haven't been out that way yet.
We know you dye your hair is really blonde, but anyway.
You know what? I heard that a lot at the party this past weekend too. So thanks.
Oh, I cannot camp near her because I will probably end up dead in my sleep.
I'm gonna make sure that your ass is parked right next to me.
She's gonna pipe the diesel heater exhaust back up in my tent while I'm sleeping.
Suffocate your ass.
Yeah, she's gonna snuff me
It's
out.
not like it's not warranted.
I know, right? I probably deserved it just because I'm giving you a hard time. But anyway, so that looks like that's going to be a pretty neat event. So I'm kind of looking forward to seeing it. Oh, just something new, always something, cool.
Sounds huge too. Like
I didn't realize how big that place was.
Yeah, I didn't either. I never heard of that place, but I don't live in that area, so nothing.
I've heard of it, but I guess I didn't realize exactly, how big it was.
Mm-hmm.
But apparently, the people that own it, from what I gather, made all their money installing all the floors in Walmarts across the country.
Really?
And
now they're going back and taking the floors out and polishing them down to concrete. So it's just, make it putting in, make it taking out, making it while you're polishing the concrete. So there you go. All right, Chad, what else you got for us, buddy?
What is going on back there? Somebody's breaking
it's my dog. I don't know what the hell he's doing, but he's dreaming. So I think he's just like spazzing out right now. Sorry.
Oh, okay. I see. All right, let me see. Talk about the Polar Bear Club. Oh, so one thing I'm really excited about. We're going to be launching it next year, early next year, hopefully in January, beginning of the year. We're going to do a rental program. So for those of you in the area that want to rent some gear before you buy it, try it before you buy it, kind of thing. We're going to have some gear to rent out. So even if it's not something you want to like try before you buy, if it's something you don't think you'll maybe ever own, but it would be nice to use it for a trip, you can rent it from us. So looking forward to that. We're going to have like diesel heaters, portable batteries, solar panels, rooftop tents, even might have a trailer for people to rent. It's going to be pretty cool, I think.
That's where Jeff's going to get his diesel heater for that Gazelle.
And you know what? It's going to be a rent to own, and you're going to end up owning it.
Oh,
no.
There you go.
No, I will not. And Jeffrey thinks he's now going to rent the G from Chad. The hell you are. Sorry, no.
Man, Chad may have
that one out. I hadn't thought about that.
Chad may have to draw the line at the G.
I might have to draw the line.
And if he doesn't,
maybe I might set the cost really high.
Yeah.
Just let him sit in it and just make him think he's getting to go somewhere.
Let it
go. Broom, broom, broom. So
exactly.
Oh my God. So, speaking of your rentals, I believe you got a new fire pit slash, I don't know, what do you call that thing you got?
Yeah, yep. So that's kind of what sparked the idea. I don't know if I'd say sparked the idea, but made me think more seriously about the idea of a rental program. So we bought one of those Howl campfires, and you can't be a dealer. They don't have dealer networks. They're such a new company. I don't even know if they ever will, but it wasn't something we could sell like ourselves. But I wanted one so bad because they're so freaking cool. So I bought one for the shop just to like use at our events here, our outdoor events we have here in the wintertime, and just to take camping. And I started thinking, I guess I could rent that thing out maybe and make back some of the money I spent on it. So that's kind of what started it. So that will be for rent. But yeah, the Howl campfire, if you haven't seen that, it's really, really neat. It's like a NASA grade propane fire pit. And I know what you're probably thinking, who needs another propane fire pit? But this thing is like different from any other fire pit. It's engineered. It's got so much engineering in it, and it puts off the thing with the Howl is it puts off heat like a real fire. So most propane fires, if you ever stand around them, they look cool, but they just don't produce a lot of heat. You don't really get warm. You have to like get right up on the flame before you can really feel much warmth. And they go through a ton of propane. If you can blast the flame and make it super high and it'll get warm, but you're going to burn through your propane in like 20 minutes. But the Howl is, they use, I don't even know how it exactly works, but they've got these superheated tubes that go through the body that they call bar coal. So it's like bars of coals. That's what they call it. That's why they call it that. But anyway, that's what puts off the most heat. It's radiant heat. So they say that fires, the reason they're so warm is because they put radiant heat out, not the flicker flame. That's not what you're getting the heat from. It's the radiant from the coals.
Right.
So they base the whole fire pit on that premise. So it's supposed to put off like thigh melting heat, they say. That's their words. And there's been people that's used it. If you go on YouTube, you can see some of like Instagram, or excuse me, influencers that they've let borrow it and use it and things like that. And they all swear that it's super, super, super hot. So it's a really neat product. Just go to like Instagram and search for Howl campfires or something like that.
It's HOWL, isn't it? Like howling.
Yeah, like howling at the moon. Yeah. Howl.
So if I remember right, it has these the tubes go up and they make a turn, and those things get like red hot.
Pull up a picture of it on the web and show it on the screen. It's really cool. Yeah, there's like two tubes. That's what Lee's saying. It goes through it and then come up through the top. And the top, it also has a flame. If you like the look of a flame at a fire, having the flame thing, that's not really what's putting off the heat with this one, but I think they call it like the beauty flame or something like that, because it's really just for looks. You can actually turn that part off if you don't want it and don't need that. But yeah, it's kind of
their site's slow. Everybody and their brother must be hitting it right now.
I want to check it out.
They're not cheap, so they're $1,300.
What are they, about $1,400?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
That is a lot of money for a fire pit, but you got to think it's a new product. It's an all American made, American engineered, all American made. So that kind of drives the cost up a little bit, and it's a really cool product.
Yeah, so there it is.
Thanks, Chad. Appreciate you just now adding it to his list.
It says that it'll run about 6.5 hours on a 20-pound tank.
It's not too bad, actually. I think that's with both flames. If you turn the beauty flame or whatever they call that off, I think it'll run longer than that.
So there's another picture of it, and there's those tubes that I was just talking about that get so hot, and that's where your radiant heat comes from. I would imagine those tubes are pretty thick.
Yeah, and they showed a video of it. There's several videos and like Instagram stories of them testing this thing. They took it up really, really high in the mountains in Colorado to test it. They let a snowstorm overnight just cover it completely with snow, buried it, and then they cleared off the little place where you light it with the lighter, and they lit it, and it started, coming to life, and it melted all the snow around it. So it's essentially bulletproof. And it's kind of cool too. They built a feature into it that makes it safe to transport. So if you turn it up when it's in, there you go.
There you go, right there.
You can strap a 20-pound tank to it, and then there's like little slits in the frame of the fire pit itself where you can run a ratchet strap through, so you can really secure it down pretty well, and it won't roll around on you.
Yeah, there's a picture of it on the screen like that. So that's pretty darn neat. You can see cool. The picture here.
I followed it for a while, and I was finally just had to get one. I was like, I got to check this thing out.
Did you clear that with Leanne first?
No, I didn't. It was one of those
See,
beg for forgiveness.
Yeah.
He did what you're trying to tell Jeff to do.
Hey, just listen.
But this one's for the shop. It's a work thing. So.
This is a write-off.
It's a write-off, exactly. And I'm going to include it in the rental program, so I'm probably going to make the money back on it.
There you go. So, actually, my advice to you is get a second job so you can help fund his
Leanne says
habits.
no. She's listening. Sorry, hon. She already knew about it.
You better tell Jeff to get the second job because he wants all this crap.
Well, you just need to get a second job and help Jeff fund his hobbies, right, Chad? Isn't
that's yep.
See?
No.
Jeff, you need
we can put him to work up at the shop and he can earn some money for his overland.
There you go, Jeff. There's your part-time job on the weekends. Go help Chad.
It'll be a long commute, but
so from Friday, then he could spend all day Saturday with you.
But Jeff, there's a silver lining to this. One, you would work around the things that you enjoy. Two, you could make some extra cash to do your overlanding stuff.
Don't say what I think you're going to say.
And three, you'd be away from Ashley. So I mean,
damn it, I knew it.
Oh no.
Oh no, he's taking the kids with him then.
No.
And they can sleep the shop floor.
Nuh-uh. Emma would probably sit and watch TV. We'd probably have to gag and tie Gavin up and stick him in the closets. And when you tell him I said that, next time I see him, he's going to give me crap about it too.
Oh, he will. He remembers everything.
I love it when he does that. It's so much fun. He gives me all kind of crap. But anyway, all right. What else is on your list, man? Come on, we got lots of good stuff.
Yeah, I'm trying to see. We pretty much went through most of it. I just kind of wanted to touch on our monthly events that we have here at the shop. For those that don't know about them, we've got 2 events every month. First Friday of every month is our Rigs and Swigs. It's our happy hour that we have. So think of Rigs and Coffee, but a happy hour version of that. So people bring their trucks up here and fill up the parking lot. And our good friends over at 4x4 Brewery here in Nixa, they've got a new location in Fremont Hills, which is essentially Nixa, right down the road. They provide us with the beer for that every month. So we have some delicious 4x4 beer at the events every month. I'm drinking one right now. Berry Mangalo. This is a really good one that they've got out now. So yeah, that's the Rigs and Swigs, first Friday from 5 to 7. And then Rigs and Coffee. We're the official Rigs and Coffee location in this area. And that is the second Saturday of every month. And that's at the shop. Both of these are at the shop. So the Rigs and Coffee is from 9 to noon. And free coffee, free donuts, coffee provided by Copper Canyon Coffee Company, local shop here. So yeah, those are the 2 events I wanted to mention in case you guys didn't know about them. And there's Facebook events for both of these. If you think you're going to come, it's always helpful if you click the going and let us know that you're coming. So, yep, those are a lot of fun. Those are growing every month, and we have good turnouts for those. So it's a lot of fun.
And then if nothing else, you can always just stop by Chad's place. He's got a nice couch and a TV. You can hang out.
Oh man, I don't know. We definitely have to clear that with the wife.
Yeah.
let people know that they're coming.
No, I meant they're at the shop.
Oh, at the shop. I thought you were trying to get people over to my house.
No.
Taking
That's
people
a secret society, man. There's only a few of us that know about that.
That's right. Okay.
Listen.
Yeah, we do have a couch here at the shop. So yeah.
I don't want to ever share your wife, her cooking skills with anybody else. So I don't want anybody else to know where she's at. That's just got to be secret.
She only makes the pecan pie for you and Michael.
And
I need to try this.
But listen, she made stir fry. Not stir fry. It was like hibachi or whatever you call it.
Oh yeah, this was one of your favorite meals when you were here.
Oh,
I don't know what that's actually called.
Who cares? It was just freaking off the charts, man.
Yeah, it's awesome. I love it when she makes that tortellini with Italian dressing, sautéed, and yeah, it's really good.
I don't want anybody to know where she's at. So we'll just keep that between us because I don't.
Tell Leanne I need to try this pecan pie because I have heard about it for years and I don't ever get a bite.
Apparently, she's listening into the show right now. So
you have to clear it through me first.
No,
The
you're
only way this
stingy and
happens.
won't share. So, Leanne, I'm sorry, but I need
That's
you to make
not-
me a small one.
No, that's not. I
Lee
will
won't share. He'll only share a little sliver with you. With his,
Yeah. Let's talk about little slivers. That guy right there.
He wouldn't even give me that. Okay, and you stop it.
Too funny. All right. Well, we've come up on an hour, and
Cool.
we've covered a lot of good stuff and had a really good time. Any last minute? Tell everybody. Well, obviously, a lot of us already know, but tell us. Give us the web address. Where they can find you on social media. You're in Nixon, Missouri, and if you don't know where that's at, it's a cool place.
Right outside Springfield. It's essentially Springfield. It's a suburb of Springfield. So we're about 6 miles from Springfield. That's where the shop's located. Address, you can find it online, but we're off Highway 60 in Nixa. Overlandaddict.com is the website. Overland Addict on all the social media. It doesn't matter. YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. We even have Pinterest. We don't do a lot on Pinterest, but we have some stuff on Pinterest if you like to look at pretty overlanding pictures of rigs and things. We got a Pinterest account. So yeah, Overland Addict everywhere on the social medias. And I hope to see you guys at one of our events here at the shop and the Polar Bear Camping Club. We're really excited about that.
That's going to be fun. I think it's going to be really
awesome.
fun. It'll be nice to connect with, not only the people you already know, but hopefully have an opportunity to connect with people that you may have only seen in social media, in groups and things like that. Mm-hmm. So you'll be able to see them and make that connection. So it's going to be fun.
I can't wait. And Leanne just said that she's going to send me a pecan pie for
the
February camp out. So for my birthday, and Lee, you get none.
We'll see about that.
Chad, you're my witness.
Your pecan pie, Lee.
It's my birthday present. Sorry.
Lee's going to get grumpy now.
Nuh-uh. Lee's planning.
I'll share mine with you, man. I'll give you half of mine, Lee.
I'll get a sliver of Chad's.
I'll give you half.
That's how this whole thing started. Chad would be at camp. He's like, Leanne made me this bourbon pecan pie. You want a piece? I was like, yeah. I'm from Georgia, man. Of course. Well, he said pecan. I say pecan. So anyway. And then he cut me off this little sliver and I'd eat like 4 bites. And I'm like, son of a gun, man, that was really good. And I need to arm wrestling for some more because it was really good.
It's good shit, man. You got to ration it out,
And so Chad's like, I got to ration it out. I can't just eat it all in one sitting. And I'm like, who cares about you? I can eat it all in one sitting. So anyway.
Look. Michael Hyde's in the house. What's up?
Look at that.
Look who jumped on.
Better late than never.
I'm telling you. He's probably been in the bathroom for the last 24 hours after eating that grizzly bear stew.
Oh, he had some grizzly bear stew? I didn't hear about
Somebody gave him some grizzly bear meat and he made him some stew. It actually looked good, but he said, it's kind of like I've been there, done that, got the t-shirt thing. Don't want to do it again. So
he might have killed his own grizzly bear. Maybe he's up in Alaska now. Maybe he got him.
He said that's where he's at right now. Attaboy. All right, man. Thank you everybody for joining us tonight. Thank you, Chad, not just for joining us, but being our longest running sponsor and being a good friend to us. We really appreciate it. And
love you guys.
Ashley.
We love you.
Ashley.
Don't be nice. Be nice.
Ashley.
Be nice.
Ashley. Listen, just give Jeff a little bit of freedom.
Miss you too, Michael.
Yeah. I miss hey, Michael is flying at, I don't know if I should say this, what day, but he's flying back to Oklahoma City in the next really short term. So I'm going to Oklahoma City and having lunch with him because I haven't seen him.
He needs to fly in for the Polar Bear Campout. That's what he needs to do.
Yeah, he could. Well, I wish he could, but I don't think he can. So I'm going to go have lunch with Michael and hang out and visit with him. And we'll probably have to post a little bit of, on Facebook. But anyway, thanks everybody for listening. Thank you for watching. Please go out, like, subscribe, all that stuff that everybody asks you to do that I always forget to do. yeah, go do all that. Ashley, thanks for hanging out and helping me do the show.
Of course.
Since Loser Boy left and went to Alaska. And so hopefully we'll see everybody next week. So take care.
Yeah,
Have a good
sounds good.
night.
Thanks, guys.
Bye,
See you.
guys.